Hello guys, this is Deathdealer and welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone 3 Titan Mode. This is episode 7 and today we're going to be going to the Twilight Forest. I haven't been to the Twilight Forest by myself in several years, so this is surely going to be a fun one. Now, to prepare I've been doing a few things. As you can see on the minimap, we have some stuff below the platforms. I've spent the past hour and a half watching grass grow. I got all the dirt from, the hunting dimension. I basically went below the grass layer, vein mined a bunch of dirt, came back here, made my way down to, down there. I used my jetpack here to make our way down there. The only problem is whenever we use hover mode, the fuel in this runs out fairly quickly. You could probably burn through that 8 million RF in the space of a few minutes, so that's why I've kind of not using it all that much. But the idea of having this massive grass platform down here is to get mobs spawning, because in order to go to the Twilight Forest, we need to do this quest. Well, this will unlock it in the quest tree, we could probably do it without, but we need to make the overworld cake, which is a cake with trees, and then we need to make another cake, which is a cake with obsidian, and to make cakes, obviously this is the recipe. We have the wheat, we have the sugar. The only things I required was eggs, which we get from chickens, and milk. So that's why this thing is here. Now I used some of the, dirt to sift to get grass seeds. I think I started with 12 grass seeds when I placed it all down. And it is turned into that. So if we just empty our inventory, I've also started planning out other layers for the base, for the astral sorcery stuff when we come to it. And I'm just going to close that. Right, so we're going to need a few buckets, so I need at least 6 pieces. I made a new hammer for this table because the stone ones kept on running out. This should last a little bit longer. Alright, there we go. We're one short. There we go. And let's just do this. Perfect, okay, right, so we should be able to milk those cows down there. Also, another good thing about having the grass platform is fluid kills whenever they decide to spawn. We all try and, collect some of them, so that's one, I wonder. Okay, right, that's good to know, I can just milk these normal ones as fast as I want. Okay, I don't like how that stacks, that might cause problems, let's spread it out. There was a chicken down here, but there it is, alright. We basically need to wait for an egg. We have lots of feathers, up in the storage system for the mob farm. So we need to wait for more of these little guys to spawn. One thing I did notice is when I was standing up in that platform and in those ones, basically the mobs went up on the minimap. They should have been appearing, but they weren't. So I think there's some weird stuff going on there. Anyways, what I want to do is, since we're going to be going to the Twilight Forest, I want to get some other things set up. So let's get some food. I haven't actually tried out the furnace since we upgraded it. So this should be interesting. Let's see how fast it is. Very fast. That's very, very fast. Alright, let's take that stuff. Perfect. Also, while we're in the Twilight Forest, we're going to be doing some mining. Specifically, we're going to be trying to get some sapphire and there's an other thing. For the main reason that it makes slightly better armor than what we currently have. Right, so immediately after I ended our last clip, the chicken dropped an egg. So, well, wait, no. We need to wait for another one. God damn it. I thought I was being so good with my time management skills. Damn. We need to get at least one more egg before we can, actually do this thing. I'm surprised more chickens haven't spawned. Anyways, I'll see you when the chicken lays an egg. Alright, so the chicken had laid another egg. I collected some more milk, which we have here. I collected some obsidian, and last but not least, we're going to need some saplings. We're going to need 8. And this chest is a bit of a mess. Nice. Alright, so let us get started. So we're going to need cakes. Why is it not letting me crap? Right, we need the wheat. Yeah, of course. I don't have any ready. Right. What we can do is we can get some seeds, which I should have some. Somewhere, okay, maybe I don't. Oh, this isn't good. Oh wait, no, I should have some up here. From when I was doing the sifting, yes. So we'll get that. We're also going to need to get some bone meal, which we should have up there. Alright, right, we have bones. That should be enough. We'll craft that to bone meal. And the idea is if we use this, we can just sift. And we'll do this as much as we need. We'll just do it until we run out of bone meal. Alright, there we go. And we'll trample that. Okay, cool. So now we can make cakes. Why are we still having trouble? We need the sugar. Okay, right. There we go, right, we should have the stuff now. Yeah, I'm a bit of a fool. Okay. There we go, that's 2 cakes. Oh, we got the buckets back as well, that's really nice. Okay, so if we make the nether cake, and we also make the overworld cake. There we go. And we should get these other quests here as well at Landium. And if we go and collect those Wither Skeleton Skulls, we'll unlock that quest. There we go. So let's just put that stuff back. Do we have any more patient bags? No, we do have a nether star waiting for us in here. But we've got to keep that for now. God, why is... Oh, we got that thing as well. Okay, I'm surprised. Oh, it's because we had the nether star. Alright, okay. Right, so we just cleared out quite a little bit of the alpha tree. This is the remaining bit that's important. This other stuff should be alright to get, I think. But if we go down to the Lambda tab, we also have the Landia quest, which we can collect stuff on. And there's some information in there. But this has unlocked the Twilight Forest and this thing as well. Okay, right, so if we click on this, it will tell us how we get in there. So, flowers around a 2x2 pool of water, then drop a glimmer crystal. Glimmer crystals require embers. So, that's good to know. We're going to have to do some embers stuff. That's fantastic. Alright guys, so it's been quite a bit of time since the last clip, as you can tell by the amount of days that have passed in the world, and I've been observing these zombie pigmen come through the portal and then just gravitate towards the centre of the island and then do this stuff. It's really strange. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. Maybe they're attracted to something. Anyways, while I have been, doing some other stuff, I've been periodically emptying this thing. Do we have any more nether stars? No, we don't. However, we do have something of importance. We have a lot of loot bags now, over 110,000 items in there, so that's why it's displayed like that. So yeah, this farm is highly effective. Now, let's get back to what we're going to be doing today. We plan on going to the Twilight Forest. If we go into the quest book, and if we gravitate to the Lambda thing and go back in here, we're going to need to drop a glimmering crystal into a pool of water. Normally it's just a diamond, but the mod pack maker has changed it. And so to make a glimmering crystal, we need to get into embers. To make a glimmering crystal, we need all this stuff, including ember shards, which we should be able to get in an exchange tablet. This is the recipe for an exchange tablet. But this means we go through the process of making dawnstone ingots in order to make this other stuff here. Now before we do that, I'm going to do a couple quests inside the Embers chapter. So let's get started. Let's get an ancient codex, which we should have the materials for thanks to this mob farm. So all we're going to need is an ancient motive core, which we have up here, and 2 arcade bricks. If you want to be able to make this stuff fairly easily, I recommend making this mob farm. It's so effective. Okay, right, so if we just do this, and ancient mob core in the middle, we now have the ancient codex. And we should get the quest, there we go. So that opens up several different ways we can go. Carbonate bricks will be fairly important. they require clay and sand to craft. However, we're going to create the atmospheric gauge and the Tinker's hammer. So let's do the Tinker's hammer. There we go. In order to make that, we need 2 sticks, 4 iron, 1 lead. So if we go 2 sticks, 4 iron, 1 lead. Also, I compressed down the block, all of the ingots, because we're filling this up fairly quickly. So that it's now in this form. So we need 4 bits of iron. Which, yeah, we need to take some out of this. And then, is that 1 bit of lead? Yeah, it was. 1 bit of lead. Yeah, maybe it was a bad idea doing it this way. Okay, right, let's do that. Craft these 2. And there we go, Tinker's hammer. And now if we make an atmospheric gauge, this will basically tell us where to set up all of the ember stuff. Okay, so 4 copper, 2 iron, 1 redstone. 4 copper, iron we already have, and 1 redstone. We craft this up. There we go, perfect. So, if I hold this, you can see that it appears on screen with a little gauge, and if we walk about, if we press F3 and G in between chunks, it should change ever so slightly. Yeah, it's changing a wee bit. Now, if we just walk around the base for a little while, we'll eventually see it jump up quite a bit. So there should be at least 1 chunk around here that is acceptable for what we need. Let's stand around for a little while. It's not moving. It should be moving. Okay. Right, that's a little bit strange because I've tested this stuff on this seed before. And this stuff should be working. I don't know why. Maybe it's something to do with the fact that when you change like worlds, this updates or something. But if we walk back here, because I'm sure we should have a really decent rating on this platform. Okay, come on. Right, that's being strange. Alright, so we'll go over to this platform over here. The one right here. Okay, that should work. Okay, so we'll do the one on the northwest side. That should be decent enough for what we need, and that's fairly close to the middle part, which is very, very nice. Alright, so I made up a little book here with basically the stuff we're going to need in order to make, what do you call it, Dawnstone ingots. So we're going to need ember activators, we've got ember emitters, ember receptors, we've already got Tinker's hammer, we've got to do a mixer centrifuge, that's where you put molten gold and molten copper, and that basically will produce, what do you call it, Dawnstone ingots, and a stamper would also be nice. We don't actually need that right now, so if we just look at these recipes, so ember, what's that, ember activator. Alright, that's fairly cheap, I'm going to add that to a little thing. These are a few other things I've picked out which I'm going to use later on today. So that's ember activator, let's go for ember emitter. What's the recipe like for this? Requires carbonate plates, which requires raw carbonate, which requires carbonate blend, which that's the recipe for that. Fairly easy. Ember receptors. Which is also fairly easy. So that those ember emitters and ember receptors are for powering machines. We're going to need a mixer centrifuge. So if we go mixer centrifuge. Also fairly easy. Oh, mechanical core. Oh, you know what? That's fine as well. So there we go, mixer centrifuge, and a stamp base and a stamper would be nice. So if we just make the stamp base and the stamper. Oh yeah, that's fairly easy, right? Okay. So I guess I'll get started crafting those things up. It may take me a little bit. But yeah, we should be able to bang out a few more of these quests. Maybe. This ember boar is used for gathering like shards and stuff, but there is another way we can go that wouldn't require that. So I think we should be able to get this quest, that one, and this one. Yeah, we should be able to get that one as well. And that one. And we could actually get that one as well. So yeah, we'd actually get most of the tree done. Alright, I'm going to go and make the necessary preparations. Alright, so I should have enough stuff to actually make most of the Embers things. Also, I killed those zombie pigmen because they were just getting in the way. However, one thing I did discover is, even when I aggroed them, they didn't move to attack me, they still gravitated towards the centre area. So yeah, that is a wee bit interesting. That's not a default Minecraft mechanic, so it must be something to do with one of the mods in this pack. Yeah, anyways, right, let's get some of this stuff made. First of all, we've got to do the Ember Activator. I have crafted up all the things we should need, so it should be a simple case of just clicking on each of these and making them. So that was the Ember Emitter. I'm going to need the Ember Receptor. I made up the different things we need. The Mixer Centrifuge, we're going to need a Mechanical Core. I should have all the stuff for that. And now, there we go. That is the stuff we need. Now, making it is all well and good. Now we need to organise it properly, which I don't actually know how to do. So I need to do a wee bit of research into that. And then we can get this Dawnstone stuff made up. Alright guys, so I've been doing a little bit of research, and as you can see my inventory is quite a mess. I've also made some stamps along with a stamp base and a stamper, because we're going to need those in order to make the ingots. Because the mixer doesn't produce ingots, it produces the molten variant of Dawnstone. However, we could just ignore that whole system and make molten Dawnstone by simply combining gold and copper and the Tinker Smeltery, outputting it to a Ender Iode fluid tank, and then putting it back into a stamper base. That would probably cut out the middleman, but I wanted to, get into embers a little bit. Also, I made, no, that's the wrong tab, I made some Carbonite bricks because they were required, and I opened up these two quests. We could make the metal, even though it isn't actually required, but that would allow us to unlock this quest, and probably this one and this one. So yeah, let's get started. So basically, I'm looking at this Reddit thread on my other monitor. That's how I've kind of known what machines to make. So to start off, we've got to get the Ember Activator, and we've got to go and place it over here. Now what this does is basically, this is your fuel source. You put your ember shards in there, and that'll fuel the entire setup. So what we've got to do is we've got to get some ember emitters. I'm going to place one here, and just one up here. And we're going to need to power these using, what do you call them? These things, carbonate levers, which are basically carbonate plates, which are made like so, and a stick. And that produces carbonate levers. So we're going to take these, and we're going to place them on this. Just right click, go to shift right click or anything, and we'll turn both of those on. There we go. Right, so that's the first step done. Next, we've got to get the mixer centrifuge, and we're going to place it a few blocks away, like so. We're going to get a ember receptor. We're just going to need the one, and we'll place this up top. Now what we do is we take the Tinker's Hammer, which you're going to need for this, and we're going to shift right click. You hear a little noise, and then right click onto the emitter you want to power it. You hear that noise. Now these are linked, so when this is fueled, it will fuel this setup. There should be some particles moving between these two, I think. Now what we can do is we can pump in molten gold and molten copper in at the bottom, and that will output molten Dawnstone. What we're going to do for that is we're going to melt it down in the smelter, and then we're going to fill a fluid tank from Ender.io. This is the recipe, fairly simple, and the fluid tank can automatically output by itself, which is very nice. Alright, so after that we're going to take the stamp stuff. So we're going to place a stamp base. We're just going to place that, say, here. And we're going to need a block in between the stamp base and the stamper. So place a block up like so, one of these. And then we'll place an ember receptor. We'll delete this middle block. And we'll link this ember receptor to the unused ember emitter. So shift right click, and then right click onto the ember emitter you want to use. There we go. So that is the system set up. Now we'd also use these different stamps and stuff. And this basically what we'd do is, I believe, we place it here. Yeah, okay. So the idea is the fluid, the molten Dawnstone will fill up this little casting area here, and then this stamp will press down and output an ingot. It will drop it into the world, so we could use like a mechanism bin or a vacuum hopper to collect it, but I'll be standing here while this process is going on, so that won't be necessary. Alright, so my inventory's a bit of a mess. Now, we're going to need to find a fuel source for this, and instead of making the bore thing, because I'll need to go down to bedrock level for stuff, I'm going to use a sluice box, because if we provide the sluice box with arcade bricks and water, it produces ember shards, which we can use to make this thing work. So, sluice box that requires stone slabs, sticks, wood, and this arm mesh, which is an arm stiff mesh and an arm plate. So we can actually make this right now, because we have some arm stiff meshes sitting over there. I'm going to need to empty out this farm again, god damn it. Every single time. We should also see about getting an infinite water source up there to make this process a wee bit easier. But what we need to do is we'll just take one of these, and we can actually place one of these bits down. There we go. We'll combine these two. Mesh. We're going to need 3 stone slabs, which, do we have any stone slabs sitting around? No, we don't. Okay. Right, I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3. There we go. We'll craft up some stone slabs. If I do have any wood, I should have some. Okay, that's more than enough. So now we can make the sluice box. Perfect. Alright, so in fact I'm just going to place it next to this water source. That is another quest. Because what we can do is, if we get a water bucket, which I don't have one on me. There we go, there's one. Right there. And we'll have to get the water and place it in there in just a moment. But if we take some arcade bricks, let's go with 16. Craft these into arcade bricks. Blocks. Get some water. Place water in here and place this. And we get some ember shards. So I'm going to do that a few times just to get rid of... Oh wait, no, that put in all of them. Right, okay, so if we now come up here, sorry, this is my first time using embers. I normally let other people do it for me. If we go up here and right click, no, we need to find a way to input that. If we get a hopper might work. So I'm just going to take this one, and hopefully that should do the job. If we just pause it up here, I don't know, if I do this and put that in there, it fuels this. There we go. Particle effects. This system now works. We did it, guys. We actually did it. Alright, so I'm going to craft up some fluid tanks. I'm going to fill them with copper and gold, molten form of course, and we can start producing dawnstone. Alright, so I made a couple fluid tanks. I made 3 in fact. I filled 2 of them with 18 ingots of copper and 18 ingots of gold, and for some reason that didn't come out perfectly when it was all measured up. But you know what, that's perfectly fine. Now I've moved this stamp base up because basically this mix will output molten dawnstone from the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this fluid tank to pull it in here and then export it straight into here. So if we just go and configure that, it's already configured to pull from one side. And if we push it on the other side, it should go straight into the stamper. Alright. Should I set this up to have a redstone thing? Active with signal. Okay, right, yeah, that's right. If we make a thing fairly quickly, we can turn this on and off. Or well, that's the plan. There we go, right. Very nice. So, let us get started. So let's get the gold. No, this is the copper, not the gold. And if we just configure this, just get rid of that, and what we can do is we can push, and there, and that fills up. Okay, so if we go over to this side, configure this, disable off, and then push pull, there we go, and then if we turn these on, as you can see, we're making dawnstone. Very, very nice. That I didn't actually think that would work. Alright, this is quite good. Oh, we're making quite a bit of... that can't be right. Something doesn't seem right here, folks. Okay. Where's it all going? Oh, it's going in there, right, okay. Okay, so that remains molten. Right, good. Okay. So, what we need is, if we go into the quest book, because we know we need some pieces, we go in here. If we go to the Lambda quest and go into the Twilight Forest, we know we need to make a Glimmer Crystal. So we need to make the exchange table. Alright, so, exchange table, we've got to require 1 Dawnstone ingot and 1 Dawnstone plate. So, bar stamp is what we're going to need, and we're going to need the plate. So if we use that, there we go, that's 1 Dawnstone ingot right there. And then if we place in the plate, there we go. We now have a Dawnstone plate, very, very nice. I'm going to put that stuff back in. And that is basically how you set up Embers. Alright, okay, so now we're going to need a lot of Caminite, we're going to need some copper. So let's get started with that, shall we? We've got to try and progress through this bit fairly quick, so that we actually have time to go to the Twilight today. Alright, so we're going to need some copper, which we have copper here. Place that down there along with the steel hammer. There we go, we're going to play this, that Caminite blend in there. We'll take that stuff out, and to make this we're going to need some of these. There we go. We won't have enough Caminite, I don't think. Yeah, God, we're going to need a lot more. Alright, so the process of making Caminite is a wee bit, stressful. Well, not stressful, it's just time consuming. So if we do, I don't know, let's do 16 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Break that stuff down. Break it down again. There we go. Then we break half of that down into dust. And then what we do is we get the water, which we have here. Where is the dust? There it is. We slowly but surely fill this stuff up. I should create a system that just automatically fills one of these things. Would be a lot faster. We could just it'd be very, very easy to set up. Okay, come on, anytime now. Almost done. There we go, so then we craft that. And if we place this sand here, and the stuff there, we have Caminite blend. And then we just smelt all that stuff up. There we go, collect the rest of that. And we'll do this. So how many did we need there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we make stills. Then we craft the exchange tablet. There we go, and I am assuming that this is going to need power. Probably will. We're going to place that here. And in order to make that, we're going to have to put stuff on top. There we go, clear that stuff back. Right, I need to look into how to make this properly. I do assume it's going to need power, but if we go back into the quest book, Glimmer Crystal, we're going to need a Dawnstone Aspectus, which is fairly easy to make, just requires an Ember Shard and Molten Dawnstone and a Tinker's Smell Tray. It doesn't really say anything about power requirements, but I'm just going to set up a power system for this. Alright, I'm going to do a tad bit more research and then we'll come back when we can actually, progress a wee bit further. Alright, so I have the stuff we need. I haven't actually done any research, but I have hooked up the power system. Had to go and get some more fuel, and we required 2 Ember Shards anyway, so if we go in here, look at the recipe for the Glimmer Crystal, we need Nether Quartz in the middle. There we go. We also need, let's see, gunpowder, ember shards. Okay, so since it's orientated this way, we'll place. Why is that not working? I think something's wrong here. Okay, right, hold on, that's a wee bit weird. This should be working, why is it not? Oh. Right, let's just do this. Okay, right, let's try to place it all on. It's being weird. Okay, right, let's do that again. No, because then it's just... no. Why are you being weird? Okay, there we go. And then we do that again. Alright, it wants us to input it on the sides. Right. So if I do this and this, okay. Then what do we do with the Dawnstone Aspectus? I don't know how this works. Okay, right, I'm a wee bit confused. So the Dawnstone Aspectus is here, but what's its purpose? Right, if we... let's just fuel this thing up. Oh, come on, why are you being so weird? Come on, you can do it. Alright, I need to do a wee bit more research. Alright guys, I worked it out. It was actually fairly simple, I just, had to do a few things. I had to unlock the melter, and then these two things unlocked, and then I realised that I had to get ash using the cinder plinth, and then I had to make some, pedestals and a beam cannon so that we can do this thing. So basically, if we go into the quest book, go to the Lambda quest, go to Twilight Forest, go to the Glimmer Crystal, basically down here where the Dawnstone Aspectus is, it says we need between 64 and 80. Ash. Alright, so to make ash, you basically burn cobblestone in this thing. We've set it up so that it receives power. You have 64 ash. I'm just going to put in another stack, because we're virtually guaranteed to need more. And then it starts to slowly burn. We'll just let it sit like that for now. Now, in order to, get started, I'm going to start crafting this thing. So I believe we need the quartz in the middle. We need 2 pieces of gunpowder, so one there, and then 2 ember shards. One here, and one here. Okay, right, so that is that. I need to actually quickly consult the quest book for this section. Oh, no, into the ember section of the alchemy thing. The ancient codex have the information you need. Okay, right, well, basically what we're going to do is we're going to put 64 ash into this pedestal here. There we go, so place it in the top half there. As you can see, I made another Aspectus thing. And if we set this up so that this connects to that, flick that lever. In theory, this thing should start now. I'm just going to collect the rest of this Aspectus that's lying here. I don't know how to activate this. Is there a... oh no. Wait, how do I activate this? Hold on, be right back. Alright, I think I know how to do this. If we place a lever here, yes, it works. Now this will most likely fail, and just basically it's because of the 64 to 80 limit on ash, so this will most likely fail. If we just wait a little bit, I think that looks really cool, it's like a pentagram. If we just wait anytime now, we may need to refuel some stuff, but should be alright I think. Come on, this is very slow. Just gotta take a little screenshot. Oh, right, never mind. Okay, so that failed, and basically this item, this alchemical waste, tells us that we need to add an additional 8. Okay, right. Alright, that's fine. So we need 8 additional ash on top of the 64. So I'm actually going to need to get some more cobble before we do this next one, because I need 8 more pieces. There we go. And I'm just going to place those into the cinder burner thing. There we go. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to refuel this and along with this stuff here. So if we just place that in the middle, this stuff here and here, and this other stuff, we should be almost good to go. I didn't plan on doing just solar embers today. We're already like really far into the episode, so hopefully this last thing should work. So that said, we needed 8 in total, so we had 64 plus 8. That's why we have 2 of these pedestals, and now this should work. Now I'm going to get a screenshot of, there we go, so I can do my fancy thumbnails. I'll get another one as well, actually. Yeah, that's good stuff. But this should make the glimmer thing we need. And then we can go to the Twilight, which is ideal. Now we'd still have a few more quests to unlock, like doing the asbestos things for all of those, the reservoir stuff, and all this other stuff, but we could probably do that. And there we go, we now have a glimmer crystal. And we have the quest for the Twilight Forest complete. I'm going to go and set up the portal, and then we can end the episode. Alright guys, so we have all the stuff we need in order to go to the Twilight. So all I need to do, technically, is, I don't know if this will work through the stuff I have above, but if I throw this in this water, this glimmer crystal here, there we go. We can now go to the Twilight. Finally, I've been waiting for this moment. Excellent. Anyways guys, we won't be going to the Twilight today because we're already way over time. So what we'll do is we'll spend the next few episodes going through the Twilight, killing the bosses, so the Naga, the Lich, the Minotaur thing in the maze, and also the Hydra. We'll do that over the next few episodes, getting all that stuff, because we have a quest line for that stuff right here. Also, let's go and claim all of our quests for today. So that's those ones, the sluice box, the Embers stuff, and this stuff from the Alpha chapter. There we go, that let us get a lot of stuff, along with the stuff we need to start Lordcraft when it comes to it. Anyways guys, that was a good episode, see you in the next one. Hey guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you're notified of all future videos. If you like this video, hit the like button, tell me what you thought in the comments section down below, and I'll see you next time.